The sun, what is it and how does it work really? We're going to talk about the sun. And because there's something interesting going on and there's a spiritual war that's going on and it has a lot to do with the sun. But before we get into this, I have to say, hey, yo, peace, peace. This is your man, El Judge, coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast. Now, if you can, make sure that you hit like, leave a comment, hit repost or share, and subscribe. It helps your boy out. Now, let's get back to the sun. Now, the sun is of the solar system. It is a soul force and it is a conscious soul force. The sun communicates with everything on this planet, including you. Even us as human beings, we go through what you would call a slight photosynthesis when it comes to the sun. The sun will speak onto us with its heat and with its light rays, and then our complexion will change. We get darker. So we have an exchange with the sun. Now, the other day I asked a question. No, I did not ask a question. The other day I posted or reposted a video of a young lady who was speaking to AI. And she asked AI, she said, well, what is making the sun get hotter? What's making it increase in heat? And AI replied to the lady, said that the sun is starting to rise in temperature because the people are becoming more conscious of the divine essence of God that dwells within. That's the best way I can put it. I'm putting it in my own words. And it says, as the people become one with the soul force that dwells within, the sun in the sky is going to intensify even more. And it said that as the people become more one and we become more of the group mind or become more of the collective, we begin to love not only ourselves, but we begin to love one another. And that love force is going to make the sun increase even more. And then as it increases, those who cannot raise their vibration to get to this level of love or oneness, they will be depleted and erased from the planet. Now, I found that very interesting. But let me tell you something very interesting about the sun that I have observed. If you were to take 1,000,000 people and put them on the shore of a beach during sunset, each person would have their own personal ray of light coming from the sun and shining directly to them. The reflection of the sun would walk across the water and it would touch each person individually. It sounds strange, but you can do this yourself. Go to a lake and you and another person stand and watch the sunset. This is where that image in Egypt where it shows the sun, a disc, and then it shows the arms reaching out, touching every little thing, because all things are made up of light. Now, us as a people, a solar people, we have these things called cells within us. We have to go out into the sun and we have to be recharged by the sun. Like I said, we're exchanging communication. We're exchanging information with the sun. The sun recharges our cells so that we can live. If the sun was to go out, this thing that we call Earth, it would come to an end. Life on Earth would come to an end within a matter of weeks or months because you need that solar force to charge you up. This is the son of this thing that man calls God. It is sacrificing itself. It is burning its life because one day it's going to burn out. It is sacrificing itself and giving life or light onto us so that we may live. It is in order for us to get into this 5D world, we must merge with the soul that dwells within. But as we merge with the soul that dwells within and we become one, that heat from within us is also connecting with the heat in the sky. So if you have a flame here and a flame here and you bring those flames closer together, of course, it's going to intensify the heat. Now, we had a phenomenon happen, I think around the 1600s or between the 14 and the 1600s. We had people who were non-solar people and they gained political and military power. And they went around the world and they were destroying all different levels of soul people. And when they did that, they destroyed so many of them that the temperature of the earth actually dropped. Some people say that it helped aid onto this thing that we call the Ice Age. Now, you could read about this here. Just ask AI or ask Google, it'll tell you about this. But this is what I fear. I fear that what if those same non-solar people, the descendants of them who are still here, what if they try to do this again? Because they know that the sun is going to intensify and it's going to remove them. So what if they're saying, you know what, if we get rid of a lot of these solar people, the temperature will come down and that sun up in the sky will stop increasing as much and we can live longer. Maybe this is why, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Maybe this is why someone is trying to always cover up the sun, to stop people from communicating with the sun and to stop the rays from the sun from doing its job. Maybe this is why some people say that they don't like this thing called the so-called woke community. Because as people wake up and they become more conscious, they raise their degrees of consciousness, the heat is going to raise in degrees as well. And isn't it kind of strange that when it comes to measuring temperature, especially in this region, we say it's like 80 something degrees outside. But when you go through secret clubs and secret societies and you raise up in consciousness, they say like, hey, he's at the second, third, fourth degree. It all plays hand in hand. But that young lady, she did a good job asking those questions about AI. Or should I say, asking AI about the sun. And this spiritual war thing is more than what you think. It is beyond the physical. And some beings out there know exactly what this is about. But anyway, this is your man L Judge. I hope you got something out of that there. If I made a mistake, I am sorry. Uh, do your research, check these things out for yourself. And to all of you out there, peace and blessings. When I say blessings be the lesson. And again, please hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share. I'm out.